Well, Miss Shout, this is my service learning journal. It's actually more of a video. Is this light? Is it working?
I think you're good.
It's back because it's in my
No,
eyes.
I'll just move. I'll move.
Okay.
That's good. Right there.
Okay. So, yeah. You said we're not allowed to lay in our pajamas on our bed while petting a cat in our service learning journal. So, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not, there's no cat. Right. Okay, first things first. I chose to do Christ Ambassadors for my... Yeah, fix that. Yeah. That's good. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So, Christ Ambassadors, yeah. Christ Ambassadors. It's a campus organization here on campus. And I've done a lot of service hours for them. Well over 15. Christ Ambassadors was started in the late 1800s when a man got saved at a circus. Actually, I'm kidding. History of Christ Ambassadors on this campus, I don't know exactly when it was started, but I do know who started it. His name was Mark Randall. He's still the current campus minister. He's been here for over 35 years doing ministry. So, history of Christ Ambassadors. I know the guy who originally started it here at Murray. So it's not been like some generational thing that's gone on and on and on and on like, I don't know, Girl Scouts. But it is a nonprofit organization where we try and help a lot of other students come to know Jesus through various different events and whatnot. Now she's going to have to turn the computer a different way now because you turned that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so
we go back? Like, no, this way.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Like that. Okay, sorry. So that's the history of Christ Ambassadors. It started, it's a national organization across the nation. It's a national organization. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Okay, so I'll just go over some of the things that I've done. I chose Christ Ambassadors because I've been a part of Christ Ambassadors and I help out anyway, so it's might as well get classwork credit for doing the volunteer work that I've done. Right? Yeah, that's what I thought too. So, different things I've done for Christ Ambassadors. Well, let's see. One thing I did, I mowed the lawn for the Christ Ambassadors house. There's a house and it's where Christ Ambassadors is stationed for the campus. And I mowed the lawn and I don't know how I felt about it. Yeah. Well, it was a John Deere mower, so that actually made me feel good, but it wasn't green. I never used a John Deere that wasn't green. Or that was green. Yeah, it wasn't green. This one wasn't green. It was odd. So that was it was a good experience. It was different service experience. I washed windows at the Christ Ambassadors Lake House because people come in there and stay there as like a... Yeah, they stay there. And so I helped wash windows. Don't know how it made me feel. I felt uncomfortable because there were a lot of spider webs, and along with washing the windows, I had to remove the intrinsic work of spiders.
Big word.
Yeah, intrinsic work from spiders from corners, and then it was odd. I vacuumed the carpet at this lake house several times. I did vacuum the carpet. Felt like a girl, because I think girls should vacuum. Actually, I'm not allowed to say that, else I'll be taken as a anti-feminist or something. Okay, so I vacuumed the carpet, but some more manly work that I did, I loaded and unloaded tables for a number of events that Christ Ambassadors did. We have a service every Wednesday night. It's actually called Wednesday Night Word and Worship. And I helped put these tables up for Wednesday Night Word and Worship every Wednesday night. Yeah, I did do that. And it was a good experience putting these tables up and taking them down, because without the tables, the paper would have been on the floor. And I don't know, but it's not good when there's no tables. So I feel like I was a very important part of helping and contributing to the success of people getting saved. Ironically, simply by putting up tables.
It's good.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Actually, on a serious note, it was good. I passed out flyers. I've passed out flyers, many flyers, hundreds, I don't know. I passed out flyers for Christ Ambassadors. I've hung up and taken down posters for Christ Ambassadors. I do this every Wednesday, and I also helped participate in Homecoming's infamous tent city, where Christ Ambassadors had a tent, and I worked there and put a poster up. And here's another thing that I feel like I feel like I did. Well, I helped out with making lemonade at several events, and I know lemonade. You have to know the lemonade about making lemonade. Lemonade making is an important part of Wednesday night word and worship, because after we're done, we want to fellowship, and so when we go fellowship, there's cookies, which are already pre-made, but then there's the lemonade, and I made the lemonade almost every week this entire semester for Christ Ambassadors on Wednesday nights, and people appreciated it. I learned a lot of appreciation.
It's your reflection.
Lemonade. I made the lemonade, and I felt like I was an important person for what I did. There were also some other things. Yeah, there were some other things that I did. I learned a lot. I learned a great deal while I was working. Sorry, I've lost my notes. Okay, so some things I've learned. Some things I've learned while working with Christ Ambassadors for my volunteer service hours, where I absolutely made no money. I've learned the value of taking directions. A wise man once told me... No, he didn't. Sorry. That wasn't a wise man. That was my cousin. He said... I don't think it pertains to this. Anyways, I know the value of taking directions. Like with reading assignments, it's good to take directions. I've been told to do a great deal of things to help Christ Ambassadors out, and if I don't listen to the directions, I can't understand what's being wanted. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Okay. Did that make sense?
Look at your computer.
Oh. How's it going so far?
It's pretty good. Can you see your computer okay?
Yeah, I can see, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, keep going.
You need to tell her about taking directions.
I already did that. The value of a hard day's work. I learned the value of a hard day's work because my grandfather did say, what did he say? He said, there's nothing like drinking lemonade, or sweet tea. There's nothing like drinking sweet tea on a rocking chair on the porch. Nothing like drinking sweet tea on a rocking chair on the back porch Well, after doing a hard day's work with the cows.
You don't have a back porch.
No, he does though. Okay, so he does. There's nothing like doing a hard day's work while sitting on the rocking chair drinking sweet tea. Something about cows. So, after there was no cows, there was no sweet tea, there was lemonade. And there's no porch or rocking chair. But I did do a hard day's work helping Christ ambassadors out in several different ways. And I was rewarded and learned a good deal from what I've done. And it's been a really good experience. I've also learned the value of knowing your stuff. I was asked by somebody to help out with something, and I didn't know what they were talking about because I hadn't been properly informed of where the wires were for the guitar plugs for Wednesday night word worship. I didn't know where the guitar plugs were, and I should have, and I didn't, and I still get mad at myself because I should have known, but I didn't know my stuff. And so I've found out where the guitar plugs were, and next time that somebody asked me, I knew where they were. So I learned a valuable lesson that day.
Good to know your stuff.
It is good to know my stuff. I know the value of listening to the ideas of others. Okay. The value of listening to the ideas of others. I once wanted to do a specific thing my specific way, but the campus minister, Mr. Randall, wanted to do it his way. And I wanted to do it my way, but my way ended up being the wrong way, and his way ended up being the right way. So had I listened to his idea originally, then I wouldn't have made the mistake of doing it my way, and I would have gotten it right the first time. But I don't want to go into detail about it because I'm pretty broken over it, if you can't tell. But it's over and done with. I learned my lesson. I learned the value of paying. I learned the value of paying attention to my surroundings. Like, sometimes you can't.
It's too bright. Gotta keep it off.
Yeah, learn the value of knowing my surroundings. Because if you don't know where things are, then you just
Good for it.
if you don't know where things are, then you're just lost. I remember I was in a maze one time in a garden, or it was a dream of a maze in a garden. I was in a maze in a garden, in a dream.
You were?
Yeah. And I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where anything was. I was lost. I was utterly lost. Kind of like I said about the guitar chords again. Something else. Quit. That's my notes. Don't look at those.
Sorry.
What else did I learn? I learned to think on my feet, and not literally like. Well, I'm obviously thinking and I'm on my feet, but that's look up here. Yeah, that's not what I meant. When I say I learned to think on my feet, that means that I think on my feet. I.E, which stands. I don't know what it stands for, but when you put an I and then an E, you usually use an example afterwards. I.E. I have a poster that I hang up for Christ Ambassadors every Wednesday night we're in worship. It says Christ Ambassadors on it, and it's a big poster that everybody can see. It's the first thing that people see when they come to Christ Ambassadors. Anyways, it's my job to hang this poster up. Well, there was a piece missing from the poster that keeps it straight, and we lost it at Tent City. So I had to